Hello again, and welcome to Changin, the World Master final between Change the World and Random Team Name. This is going to be the winner's final. I am going to be repping and commentating at the same time, so bear with me as I go through the repping procedure for a bit. So, Change the World with Nope KJK at Hidden, Suyong at Double Time, Jas at Hard Rock and Suyong at Double Time, and Random Team Name with Raimei at Hidden, Karcher at Hard Rock, and CG at Double Time. So quite the stacked rosters for both teams, and this has to be an interesting matchup. This could very well be the Grand Finals matchup as well, so very important match for both teams. So, as this match is being played, the losers bracket final between Team Happy and YCSR are also going on. That match unfortunately will not be streamed, but it will be updated as soon as we know the results. First ban from Change the World is Double Time 6. So we are not going to be playing the we're not going to be playing the Snap Out Double Time map. Double Time 1 is the next ban, the first ban from Random Team Name. So 2 Double Time bans here. Double Time 1, as we saw a bit earlier from the last match between Saiji and Ruriko, was a very fast aim map. Not to be seen in this match, unfortunately. Double Time 2 is the next ban from Change the World, so that's a very quick Double Time ban. As you may know, in this tournament, starting from finals, you can ban up to 2 slots per mod, but you cannot ban more than 3 slots per mod. So that means if you ban first and you ban Double Time, you get to choose which 2 Double Time maps to ban, and your opponent can only ban 1 Double Time map. So that's something that you can use strategically. Now with Double Time running out as an option of banning, Random Team Name has banned Hidden 3, the Flow Tech, which was originally a custom for a different Korean tournament. So that map is not going to be seen here, unfortunately. Hidden 6 is the next ban, so it seems like after 3 Double Time bans, it might be the 3 Hidden bans in a row. Although we still have to wait for the last ban from Random Team Name. Hidden 6 of course was the AR6 hidden map, which Flying Tuna came really close to FCing last time. And it is indeed a third hidden ban, Hidden 1, so we're gonna have 3 Double Time bans and 3 hidden bans, and we will have 7 Hard Rock maps open. first pick is gonna be from Change the World. And Double Time 3 is the first pick.
All systems go. I'm not crazy.
Double Time 3, the 4 minutes and 50 seconds long BPM 270 burst net. Burst stamina, not a lot of aim, but certainly a lot of burst. More like burst consistency, so it's like you need to be hitting 270 burst for 5 minutes. Accuracy, also something you need, but it's the combo that matters in this map because it's 5 minutes long. Now if you can get a huge combo going, like 2000 combos maybe, you might be winning this map.
All systems go.
Yeah, for some reason we're having two Suyong here. Actually, let me clean up the spots. Both players have joined and we are underway. The stream has also been corrected. Now it shows Sigi as well as Suyong. Alright, first map.
All systems go.
I'm Not Crazy by Ata. Not crazy, insane difficulty. Both players looking to showcase their amazing accuracy in these tapping maps. So Suyong and Sigi have both recorded some impressive scores in this tournament. Most notably their Double Time 2 FCs last week. Both of them. I remember Suyong having 99 accuracy. I don't remember what Sigi's accuracy exactly was, but it was very close to that. So both players thinking they can actually take this point, even though it is Change the World's pick. So maybe some pride in here as well at stake, as well as the points. Both players certainly capable of hitting this, but Sigi starts off with an early miss. Again, this map is 5 minutes long. This early, the miss is not gonna matter that much. But if Suyong FCs, it's gonna matter. But you know, what can you do then? So far, both players not having a lot of trouble holding accuracy. The bursts so far have not been that problematic for these players, but if we get into the 1/3 part and they can hold then it will be really impressive. Sigi misses again in the 1/4, 1/3-ish part of the map, which gives Suyong a considerable lead now. If Suyong holds to halfway, that's a very good advantage for him. Also holding the accuracy lead is Suyong, and that's Sigi with another miss. So Sigi having a little bit of trouble finishing these bursts, missing the slider heads, it seems. And Suyong not very bothered right now. Or so it seems. So as we get into the slow part, both are gonna check their scores. Sigi sees that Suyong is holding on FC, which will tests the nerves of both players, the one chasing and the one holding the lead as well. So the slow part is only going to benefit Sooyoung as it helps him build his 11,000 combo lead. But Sooyoung must make sure he does not miss here. Right in the middle part of the map, you cannot miss here. So a bit of a rhythm tech part, 1/3, a little bit of blow. Both players not having any trouble with it whatsoever. Sooyoung really taking off. If he gets to 2,000 combos, I think that locks up the map for him. So we are now back into the first after the little bit of a control 1/3 part, and both players not looking very bothered by the first after they've had their breaks, losing a little bit of accuracy here and there, but nothing too serious. Now Sooyoung, the big part here is Sooyoung holding onto his combos, not looking like he would miss, and I think if he has hit the 600k mark, that's the map for him. I don't think Siggy can get to 600k with how little the map is left. And that miss is not gonna help. Siggy is falling a little bit apart on these birds, and Sooyoung holding very strong. That's the finest of margins. Siggy still holding a very respectable 96%, but Sooyoung doesn't miss. And you can't do anything about this map if your opponent doesn't miss. Looks like Sooyoung can take this all the way. And he does. Well, there is still a bit of a net left, but if you miss here, it's gonna be really sad. That is the FC from Sooyoung, 3,146 combos. That is impressive. Change the world, showing exactly why this was their first pick. Sooyoung with a 97.42% FC. Against Siggy's 95.29% record. So a very good one from Siggy by all means, but on FC is on another level for this map.
All systems go. I'm not crazy. All systems go.
Next pick is immediately Hard Rock 6 from Random Team Name.
やはりブロー君か
ですな、マドモアゼル。
でも葵に殺すと危険やでほどほどにしとかんとな OK Let's begin!
So Hard Rock 6 is going to be, again, the CS6 Hard Rock. So after Hard Rock, it's going to be CX 7.8. Very small, hyper precision, old style aim, linear aim, a little bit of polygons and wide angle jumps. Alright, both players are ready after a bit of a delay. Just not taking hard rock for in the first time. I mean, we get underway. Strange program by DJ Sharpno. The Shadow Mixed difficulty met by the Shadow of Dark. Very recent map with a very old mapping style. A consistency pick until the very end where there is a group of very big 1-2 jumps. So if you get there unscathed, you probably win the map anyways.
あなたたちはお風呂の時間でしょ。
Interesting pick from Karcher actually, because given the amount of skill cap difference, I would say, between Karcher and Josh, you would assume that you pick a less gimmicky and more skill cap map like Hard Rock 4. But Hard Rock 6 was the pick. And both players actually getting it pretty well, and it's Karcher who misses first. Josh holding very well. The score lead also goes over to Josh, despite the accuracy difference of about 1.7%. Josh finally misses, which means the score difference will come back to Karcher very quickly. But at the first break, it's Josh with the lead actually. You can do big things here. However, it is Josh with another miss, and if Karcher holds on to this combo for a bit longer, he's gonna take the lead. So now the score lead is back to Karcher, and we now need to see what happens at the halfway point in the match. It is Karcher with the accuracy lead, but the patterns are not going to get any easier. That's Karcher with the miss on the repetitive patterns, and that means Josh can retake the lead pretty soon. But Josh also misses. Yeah, this map is very consistently hard, which means you can probably miss anywhere. So at the second break, 2/3 into the map, we are pretty much even. Score difference is only 10%, and the difficult parts of the later map remain, so Josh still has a lot to play for, but that miss is not going to help him. So the score gap suddenly goes from 30k to 60k with the egg drop as well. And Karcher's holding. Wow, Josh might feel like he let this one slip through his hands. But the accuracy difference is hard to ignore. And just like that, the score gap is over 100k, and looks like this map might be gone. A very, very good effort by Josh, but Karcher's recovery was enough for him to take the point. These sliders are tricky to combo, but Karcher getting them just right. Just missing on a few of them. Very, very solid recovery from Karcher, almost reaching 600k despite the early misses. And this is gonna be a point for Team Blue. Random team name ties it up at 1-1. Karcher recording over 99% accuracy on this map. So back to Change the World, second pick. They picked Double Time 3 in their first opportunity. So they can still pick all of the maps, but they only have one Double Time pick left.
やはりブロー君か。
ですな、マドモワゼル。
でも葵に関すと危険やでほどほどにしとかんとな。
Okay, let's begin.
Taking their time.
時間でしょ。
へえ。
Hidden 7 is the
これから毎日お兄ちゃんと遊べるよせーのこれから毎
Hidden 7, an interesting skill set. So in this tournament, the last slot for each mod has been sort of like the filler slot, where I put in maps that I feel like were missing from the rest of the maps in the pool. And this time, Hidden 7 is a slider A map, only that this map only has sliders, there are no circles. So it's an A map where every circle has been replaced by a slider. So kind of gimmicky, not the most common map you will see. And it's going to be Nope KJK for Change the Road versus Raimei Botulium from Random Team Name. Hidden 7, Aino Tsukima by Umu, Go Crazy, Go Stupid. Difficulty. And you can see right away what I mean by this map only having sliders. So it's important that you can read where the slider heads are and aim them properly. And in the beginning of the map, Nope KJK seems to be doing that very fine. Raimei, however, losing some accuracy. But in the slow parts, they can recover this, no problem. It will be the Ki that will be of interest though. Which starts right about now. So as the sliders get faster and the jumps get bigger, it's really easy to lose track of the slider heads just as Raimei does there, and the accuracy difference and the combo difference makes it really difficult for Raimei in the beginning of this map. It's 1/3 away and the score difference is nearly 2.5 times. Now, Nope KJK does find a miss, which gives Raimei a way back, but that way is very, very far and difficult. Both players kind of reset during the Ki, and we go again, but it is a huge advantage to Nope KJK. Raimei can hope to build on his combo in the slower parts, and hope that he can go through a Ki unscathed while Nope KJK misses. But it is, once again, Raimei who misses first on the Ki, while Nope KJK is holding despite some egg drop. He does come out of the second Ki unscathed, but this part, very difficult. Both players holding pretty well though. That's very impressive actually. I always thought that was one of the harder parts of the map, and both players being great reading players come out of that unscathed. But unfortunately for Raimei, that means that Nope KJK now has a 400 combo advantage over him with a 5.5% accuracy advantage over him as well. And this map looks like it's over. Raimei with a miss to begin the third Ki as well. Nope KJK holding. Nope KJK might reach 1,000 combos here, and that is pretty impressive. So this map with the slider ticks and the Ki also makes it kind of an aim control map as well, because you actually have to go and hit the ticks, and the ticks are kind of placed in a way that you have to go out of your way to hit them. So props to Nope KJK for holding 1200 combos on this map and a 600k score, which is pretty good. Raimei unfortunately not able to match Nope KJK on this one, and it's going to be the second point for Change the World in their own pick. Hard Rock 5 is the pick from random team name. Right, when I say if random team name shouldn't be picking a more skill cap based map with their matchup, this is kind of what I meant. Hard Rock 5, a stream flow map with a very high skill cap requirement, because the flows in this map while featuring 210 BPM streams is very high. And it is the kind of map that you would expect Karcher to win over Just. Both players are ready. And we get underway. Karcher versus Just. Unfortunately, their slots are swapped. It should be Karcher on the right and Just on the left. I will make sure they do that again next time. But we get into it. Convergence by Larry Diamond White with Nikanon. Final difficulty. Flow aim map, but the streams themselves are also very challenging. 210 BPM. But I would call this more of a flow aim map. Just right off the bat not having the greatest of the time, holding on to 90% accuracy, while Karcher, like the stream player he is, not having most problems, but he does have a miss on the 1/3. The accuracy is intact though. Karcher actually finding additional misses, but the same goes to Just. Actually, both players finding a lot of misses in the early parts of this map. Now the map is relatively short, so the accuracy difference is doing a lot of the work here. Also Just finding a lot of the miss there. We are already one halfway into the map, and it is Karcher with nearly 300k versus Just. Just not having the best time out there, is displayed by his little picture there. I'm sorry, Just. I specifically pulled this, that's my bad. But yeah, Karcher showing off his stream skills. It is what he has become known. In his early days as a tournament player, he was a great Nomatsu player. So, maps like this, kind of his forte. Karcher holding on to that 99% accuracy. Just, while following most of the aim, is finding misses here and there, mostly on the beginning and the end of the flowing, which is unfortunate because I think his performance implies that on a good day, on his locals, he might have one or two scores that really pop off. And Karcher gave him an opportunity as well. This is not a perfect play from Karcher, but unfortunately, just not able to capitalize on it, and it is a sound win for Karcher at the end. It's going to be 2-2 tied up from random team name. 57 is the pick straight away from Change the World. Immediate pick there. Double Time 7 is the 10.5 AR out map here. So Double Time 7, of course, being the fill slot for Double Time. And here we decided we need a high AR out. It is a little bit different from Double Time 6, which is snap out. Double Time 6 is banned, by the way, and Double Time 7 will be serving as the high AR out slot for this pool. So Suyong and Ziggy making an appearance after their first map of this match. Suyong took the win last time. Both players are in the lobby. And they should be getting underway pretty soon. Good luck are coming out. Interestingly, Ziggy, who took Hidden as a preference mod in the 10.3 speed map, does not take Hidden on the 10.5 AR out map. So purely a preference, but interesting to note. Alright, both players get into the map. Blue Rain cut version by DJ Taka vs Ryu as put in the game. Beatmania 2DX 15 DJ Troopers, insane difficulty. One of the 6 insane difficulties in the double time pool. So this map is about accuracy as much as it is about not missing, because pattern-wise this map is not that hard. It is a normal insane, but it's the AR and the BPM that makes it hard. So the amount of reaction time that you have to have, the amount of proficiency that you need to have on higher AR that is higher than 10.3 is what is going to make this map a battle. Most players should have no trouble reading 10.5, but it's Ziggy with the slight advantage on the accuracy. Now this map is very short. We are almost already halfway through. So it's the act that is giving Ziggy a very slight lead, but the act has been normalized. Ziggy losing a little bit there, and Suyong actually recovering the accuracy from the beginning. Ziggy almost misses there, but holds on to the combo, which is crucial, but it's the accuracy drop that gives Suyong the lead now. Now if both players FD this, that pattern right there will have cost Ziggy the match, and Ziggy keeps dropping accuracy while Suyong is continuously restoring accuracy. That is crazy from Suyong, and if this goes on, it might be the Suyong's map. Now both players actually FC this, and if it's an act battle, that'll be really interesting. We are already over 1,000 combos. This map is very dense. Both players do not seem to be missing, so it's the act difference that's gonna be in Suyong's favor, and Suyong takes a very important point over Ziggy. Both of them FCs. What a great performance from both of them. Ziggy actually losing less slider ends, but it's the general overall accuracy that gives Suyong the point. Ziggy might feel hard done by. That is a great score from him, but what can you do? Suyong comes up with a better accuracy, better prepared. What a match between these two. Right, the score is 3-2 right now, streamer. If you could fix that. Match has been pretty much back and forth, each team getting their own picks. Hidden 5 is the pick from random team name. Hidden 5, the hidden speed slot in this tournament. Burst and speed, not actual shredding because I tend to not pull long streams here, but very high BPM streams. Not necessarily high AR. Alright, looks like both players are ready. Both players also in the correct slots, and we will be getting underway. Noob KJK versus Raimei Botulium again. Hidden 5, Gehenna by Rabbit House, former Osu player. Those who know, old player. Difficulty Iori, probably the Blue Archive character. Now, both of these players, Noob KJK and Raimei, not primarily known for their speed as compared to other skill sets, but it is a pick from Raimei's side, so there must have been some preparation that has gone on. Both players not having the greatest accuracy, but Noob KJK holding on to combo while Raimei missing on some of these. This map also very short, but very dense, so a lot of nodes to hit. Raimei immediately not having the greatest time here. Accuracy going down to early 80s. The Noob KJK recovering to around 96% and crucially not missing. So that is a huge advantage over to Noob KJK right now. Raimei suffering here. I guess if you have all the hidden picks banned, so there are 3 hidden bans here, right? So the 4 hidden maps that have to be played are decided. So whether they pick it or not, Hidden 5 needs to be played. So maybe Raimei just wanted to get it out of the way. But as a pick from random team name, this is not going well at all. 380k versus 770k right now. It's just a foregone conclusion at this point. We are just here to see if Noob KJK can pull off an FC. Raimei getting to 100k. I'm not a speed player myself, so feeling a little bit sympathetic for Raimei right here. Noob KJK also having a really good time. Raimei misses as DPI gets in here again. Noob KJK looks like he might actually go all the way. Holding on to a very good combo and a respectable 96% accuracy. Now this map also has some reading requirements as well. Oh, look! Oh my god, he just missed out the third to last slider. That is really unfortunate. Nearly an FC from Noob KJK. Raimei, meanwhile, respect to him for trying, but not something that he can match Noob KJK on. So that's gonna be a point for Change the World, the first breakpoint of the map. And it will be 4-2. Yeah, again, Hidden 5, a map that they had to play anyways. So, maybe getting the pick out of the way. So now, Change the World has picked a double time, a hidden, and a double time. So they have one hidden pick left and two hard rock picks left, and they go with the remaining hidden pick. Hidden 4 is the pick. Hidden 4, a very well-known map. Control Alt slot here, because Hidden 3 was a flow tech map, which unfortunately has been banned. Map that you guys all know. Alright, both players that just played Hidden 5 are back in it. Maybe the warm-up that they got from playing Hidden 5 will aid them in Hidden 4, because Hidden 4 also has a little bit of density. Not a free map by any means, in terms of left hand. So, Energy Synergy Matrix by Tanchiki? Difficult name, I like dinosaurs. Me too, man, me too. Very well-known map, as I said earlier. Raimi starts off with a couple of misses on time, and Raimi actually chain missing right there. This is what I know NobuKJK to be really good on. Like, this is the type of map that NobuKJK really thrives on, so it's a very hard uphill battle for Raimi, and the start is not really good. Raimi looks like suffering from a little bit of a skill cap issue here, as they are struggling to keep 90% accuracy. NobuKJK meanwhile having the time of his life. Maybe a couple, or oh, that's a chain miss from NobuKJK actually, never mind. But the map is handily in his favor. So no FC watch here, but NobuKJK holding on to a solid lead, both in terms of score combo and accuracy. Raimi trying his best, but the flow pattern does not seem to be one of his strengths for this map. Actually hitting some right there, but the slider stream gets him. NobuKJK recovering very well on the other side, by the way. Yeah, those repeating patterns are really hard. Most players find misses on that. Very nice map. I think like if a map is overused in tournaments, I think there's a reason why. Very decent map. Very decent play from NobuKJK. Almost 500k to 160k from Raimi, and it's going to be again a win for Team Red, Change the World. And it's suddenly a very close match. It's now 5-2. Now, something to note is that with that pick, Change the World have used up their hidden and double time picks. So their next two picks has to be Hard Rock, which is their Joss versus the other team's Karcher. So that's something that should also keep the match interesting. Meanwhile, Random Team Name has picked Hidden, Hard Rock, and Hidden. So now they have... Actually, I'm sorry. Random Team Name has picked Hard Rock, and Hidden. So there is one hidden pick left and two double time picks left. And double time, I think, is the matchup between these two teams that really can go either way. It's Sooyoung versus Sigi. So everything to play for. And there is the first double time pick from Random Team Name. Double time 4 is the pick. Double Time 4, of course, is the Double Time tech slot in this tournament. In previous rounds, it was mostly slider tech, but starting this week, it is more of a hybrid tech slot. So there's not only just sliders, but high BPM bursts, there's a little bit of finger control, there's a little bit of high AR reading required as well. basically it's speed tech. I would call it speed tech. So a very high proficiency of both bursts and reading required, which these two players seem to have in abundance. Ziggy saying I'm ready to get hooked, which I do not believe. Alright, both players are ready. We are getting underway. Double Time 4. Crave by Litmus as Esther. A very, very well-known map set, but it is the insane difficulty. Now, Ziggy back with the preference hidden mod. Let's see if it does him good wonders this time. Now, we have seen from the previous map that both of these players have no trouble at all reading high AR. Like 10.3 isn't even high AR to these players, I think. So it's down to the speed tech parts of the map, where if you do not miss on any of the bursts, any of the 2-note bursts at the end of the fighters, that one of those catches Suyong, his first miss of the day, and Ziggy make use of this. This map is also very, very short, not even 2 minutes, I think. So any combo advantage that Ziggy is building right now can be really crucial, as long as he doesn't miss in the right center of the map, which also happens to be the slow part. Now, if it passes the 2/3 mark, I think Ziggy might be safe, which we're approaching. Ziggy nearly locking this up, but that is an unfortunate miss, and 600k I think may not be enough, but Suyong misses! And that should lock the map up as long as Ziggy does not have a disastrous meltdown. Ziggy does have a miss, but I don't know if there is enough left in the map. Yeah, there should not be. Suyong definitely not reaching 700k on this one. Ziggy actually taking a point off of Suyong, and I think this might be one of the first points that Suyong has given up in this tournament. I might be wrong, but it feels like it. So that's a really important win from Ziggy, which keeps random team name in the match. And it is 5-3. Suyong saying lowest score, yeah, we all know that. Like, as tournament players, we all know what bottom scoring in the lobby means and how it feels. Yeah, we've all been there. $700k on this is actually insane if you think about it from Ziggy. What a performance. Hard Rock 2 is the next pick from Change the World. A bit of a fumble on my part on setting the mods for this map, but here we are. Hard Rock 2, precision aim control. Both players are in the lobby. Not seeing a lot of players take Hidden as a preference mode for Hard Rock. Both Hard Rock players in their right slots. Joss versus Carter, we are getting underway. Hard Rock 2, Mekurume by Hino Shirosawa, voiced by Reina Kawamura from the newest installment of the Idolmaster series. Diff named Taki Cardia. Carter starts off with a bunch of misses, not really gonna matter. Map is, I think, around 3 minutes long. Joss also finds some misses. I played this map a lot of times because I'm a general precision enjoyer, and I think the first part is the hardest part of this map. Both players finding a lot of misses in the first part. So Carter slightly has an advantage on the accuracy, but no combo at all has been built in the first part from both players. So it's down to who holds more on the relatively easier parts. Some of the big jumps out there. Now, I think Joss, in general, is a very good precision player, so he's right now matching Carter on this map, which Carter seems to have some trouble with. Yeah, the map is really hard. But as Joss has said before the match, it's time to get serious. Whoever locks in the faster should be able to take this map, and Carter holding some combo here. I think it's the first time any of these players has broken 200 combo. And the egg difference of about 3% in Carter's favor as well. Both players also missed on there. Okay, this map might actually have been a bit too hard. Yeah, maybe it's something that's not really comfortable to play in a lobby. Oh man, that's a tough miss from Joss. Yeah, precision when the note starts at like the corner of the screen, it's really hard. Carter taking this chance to build up some easier combo in this map. Oh, almost misses on the slow slider, but saves it. Yeah, this map needs some practice, I think. Carter seems to have stabilized a little bit, finding some combo. Joss also, but I think it might be a little bit too late. Joss misses there, which should put the final nails in the coffin for this map. Carter nearing 400k, Joss nearing about 230k-ish. A good try from Joss, but Carter locked in for the second half of the map. Finds a miss there, but not really important. And this should be a point for random team name. Carter barely missing out on 400k. Unlucky. Alright, we're seeing a good fight back from random team name, down 5-2, up to 5-4. I don't know if you guys care, but apparently the Decatan from US really likes this character. I don't know why he hasn't played this map on Hard Rock yet. And Decatan is the Hard Rock player. Double Time 5 is the pick from random team name. Double Time 5 is the finger control slot this week. And it is a bit one-sided. I should say, not one-sided. How do I put this? It is not well-rounded as a map. It is finger control, and it is only finger control. I think it also is the only low AR map in the pool. I'll check that. One sec. Never mind. Double Time 2 is AR 9.7. This one is 10. Double Time 6 is also 9.7, so it is not the low AR map. I'm sorry about that. Alright, Sigi saying time to drop 300k. The last time he said he's gonna get cooked, he got the point, so maybe he's onto something here. Here we go, Double Time 5, J-Star by Shiki. Insane difficulty. 100% finger control map. Bunch of even bursts. And some stamina. Like, you will see some long streams, but it would mostly be what you are looking at right now. Basically trying to read how many times you have to tap on a certain pattern, while trying to keep the accuracy and not missing. Unfortunately, there is not a lot of aim requirements in this map, but if you're really concentrating on your right hand, or sorry, your left hand, maybe something that is not an aim pattern, apparently, can also become an aim pattern. Sigi actually holding a ridiculous accuracy. Now, this map is not very long as well. I think maybe 2 minutes and... how long is it? 2 minutes and 40 seconds, so... not short, but not long either. And we are almost in the halfway point of the map, so any miss here will be very, very detrimental to your chance of winning this map. Now, the accuracy diff is there, 1%. Not the greatest difference, and Sigi also misses. Now, you can have all the act in the world, but if you miss while your opponent doesn't, that's tragic. And Sooyoung seems to be running away with this map. Sigi has also missed at right the center of the map, like halfway point. So that will really hurt Sigi. Sigi now must hope that Sooyoung misses multiple times, but we have not seen Sooyoung miss a lot this tournament. Sigi does still have the accuracy lead point, so maybe there is a little bit of hope, but any hope that is getting extinguished. Each second Sooyoung holds on to more combos. And Sooyoung seems to be in his zone right now. Oh, there is finally the miss from Sooyoung, but at 750k, I think he is safe. There goes Sigi as well. Yeah, this is going to be a point for Sooyoung. Very good accuracy from both players until the very end, where they seem to be out of stamina for a little bit. But it is Sooyoung who holds on for a longer amount of time for a bigger combo, and it is going to be a big point for Change the World. On random team names pick too, so a breakpoint and a match point for Change the World. Yeah, lowest local. We've been there. We've been there. I mean, I always respect tapping players. Not only because I can't play the skill set, but because sometimes you have to come in cold, right? Like, there are some tapping players who only play tapping, like who's on the team for just tapping, and you just have to sit there waiting during the match, trying to stay warm as much as possible, while your team plays other maps, and if there's one tapping map that gets picked, you have to come in, and like you have 10 local scores, and you perform the worst in the lobby, and that must be a terrible feeling if that happens. So I have a lot of respect for tapping players who have to go through that sometimes. But Hard Rock 1 is the pick from Change the World. Just hoping to finish the match here, but Karcher doing what he can to not allow that to happen. So this is the last pick from Change the World, and if Random Team Name wins this pick, then Random Team Name will have a final chance to pick Double Time. I'm sorry, Hidden. Because they have picked 2 Hard Rock maps, 2 Double Time maps, and 1 Hidden. Now bear in mind that this is the winner's bracket match, so the losing team here does not get eliminated from the tournament, but they do have to go through another match during the grand finals to get to the winner's match, while the winning team here goes straight to the winner's grand final. Also important to mention that in this tournament, there is no bracket reset, but the side on the winning side on the grand final starts off with 2 points. So it's 2-0 to the winner of today in the grand final. That was hard to for some reason. Alright, so just like chat is saying, Joss has the chance to change the world here. Karcher trying to stop that from happening, and one could say he has a very good chance of doing that. Hard Rock 1, Tomoni by Wanima, difficulty name Cheer. Awesome song. Karcher with a strange miss there. That is obviously gonna win this map now. Hard Rock won the aim slot, not aim slot, but contrary to what has been told in this tournament before, this week it is more of a speed aim, so high BPM, more like less big screen jumps, but more of aim consistency, I guess. Karcher also finding another miss. We are that closer to just changing the world now. Alright, Joss actually. Oh man, I should not have mentioned it. I should not even have started. I should not have commentated. I'm sorry, Joss. So that's gonna be Karcher recovering. Karcher also with the act advantage. So the score should be going over any moment now. Provided Karcher does not miss. It's actually Joss who missed it. Karcher quickly getting hold of this map again. Alright, so Joss is not out of it yet, but now he has to hope that Karcher misses somewhere. And both players showing great proficiency on these fast aim short jumps. But it's the awkward part of the aim that is getting some of these players. And the accuracy difference that's hard to ignore as the map goes on. Well, Josh actually pulling through as well as Carter there, so both of them on some combos. So if Carter misses, then Josh is gonna have some chance here. Now Carter knows this, and if he locks in, we all know he's not missing on these men. And it's actually Josh who misses on the awkward aim big jump again, and I think that might just lock it up for Carter, giving them a final chance to take this into tiebreaker with a hidden pick. Carter actually finding some misses here, but all too late for Josh, as the score difference is already 230k. He will not be changing the wall today, but he tried. Very fun map, actually. Both players not giving their best in spinning. But it is decided. Now, random team name has a hidden pick to make, but 6 hidden maps have either been banned or picked already, so it is automatically going to be hidden too. The only remaining hidden map in this tournament, in this match right now. Alright, so random team name with a final chance to make it to tiebreaker here, and it is hidden too. Now, something to note here, Raimei well known to be an easy player, so obviously low AR, a very big strength of his, and the only hidden ban that came out of Change the World was Hidden 6, the AI 6 man. So Change the World is very aware of the low AR danger that random team name poses. And you could say that this map is the best chance that Raimei has of beating NoobKJK. The problem is that NoobKJK also a great low AR player on his own. So Raimei has a big mountain to climb, but one that is achievable, in my opinion. This map also is very, very hard. If you have watched it, Rollpon actually conceded last match, getting a point over Flying Tuna, which sent them into the tiebreaker, which Crystal wrapped up. So a huge snowball that started off in Hidden 2 in the last match, and maybe something similar can happen here as well. All eyes on Raimei to see if he can keep his team in this tournament. Well, not in this tournament, but in this match to send them to tiebreakers. NoobKJK, meanwhile, will be looking to close out the match here with a win. Both players, as you can see, not having any trouble reading those patterns that are there to be read. I don't know what I'm saying. That was a difficult reading pattern they posted, is what I was trying to say. Now, as much as this is a reading map, this also has a lot of snap aim requirements, especially in the Ki, as you can see here. So, gotta get those aim mechanics in there as well, and it's the aim that gets Raimei, and that's what I was worried about, because this map does require a bit of aim skill cap as well, and NoobKJK does not seem to be having any trouble hitting that. So Raimei up against it now. NoobKJK meanwhile holding a 99% accuracy in this match, which is incredible. So we are halfway through and Raimei finds another miss. I think we need something catastrophic to happen on Nope KJK right about now for Raimei to have a chance, because we are at the halfway point, but it is Raimei who is missing on the aim part again, and Nope KJK does not seem to be making any mistakes. This man has been playing out of his mind in this tournament. I think he was the first in the stats in quarterfinals and first in the stats in semifinals. And today he is also showing an FC in Hidden 5, almost trying to FC this map here. This man is playing out of his mind. It is unfortunately not looking good for Raimei, and probabilistically speaking, what is that word? I think this match is over. Nope KJK finally finds a miss, but I don't think Raimei is getting to 700k on this map. Nope KJK just trying to wrap up this match here with a respectable score. Not gonna catch Wopan's FC, but certainly going to go over Flying Tuna's score, I think. And that is going to wrap it up for Change the World 7-5. They will take this win. Alright. Can we see the winner screen? Sure. So Change the World with Nope KJK on Hidden, Joss on Hard Rock, and Suyong on Double Time takes the win. And they will be waiting for the winner of Random Team Name versus CSR, who have finished their match on the other side of this bracket, in the Winners Grand Final next week. Very well done. Change the World. Now, Random Team Name, they fought really well. 7-5, really close match. But they will start their Grand Finals matchup with CSR on the loser side of the bracket. So congratulations to the winning team. I was KRJY, commentating and ripping this match. And streaming was Sung Yeonjun. Thank you at this time of the day. Thanks for watching. We will be seeing you in the Grand Finals next week.